And it's a very good morning with the microphone on from Hanmer Springs in the northern South Island of New Zealand, which is not currently being battered by a cyclone. So greetings to friends in New Zealand who are in a bit of a storm situation at the moment. Further north in New Zealand, it's a pretty grim situation with Cyclone Waiau hitting the nation, but not down here in Hanmer Springs. Or in this tree that I'm flying through right now. Look at all of these excellent helicopters and some parked up gliders here at Hanmer Springs in this gorgeous valley. I mean, look at the sun getting the hills there in the background. That is just lovely. That is lovely. Very inviting. Hello to JB, who has said hello on the YouTube chat text there, and hello to Binky as well. Oh, you're parked right in front of me there. Who else we got here? Lua, FHPRA in your H145 there. Excellent. Who else is on board here? Charlie, hello to you. Always good to see you. Fibro, Bankfoss, Speedmats, a new name there I haven't seen. Dragging your nose around there in the 407, which is about to change. I've noticed there is a whole new 407 in Sim Update 5. Talk about that soon. Hello, Goodney. Quasi Archer, hello to you. And Rudy as well. Kim DK, good to see you as always. Helicopter 5432, good to see you also. Hello. And, oh, those hills looking good, aren't they? Makes you want to go flying. Rough Landings and Aquastring down there as well. Space Cadet as well. Hello. Pup Guy in your H500. I controversially am flying not the Taugs Hangar 500C today. I have Andy. Oh, Andy might be related to Speed Mats, I gather. That's excellent. It wouldn't be the first time actually on it. What were their names? Wasn't you, was it, Andy? We had a father-son duo on once. It was awesome. Ray Cap as well. Hello to you. And Murray and Bart. Hello, Delta and GT Fury. Hey, where is my helicopter? Oh, there it is. Where did I leave my 500E? Here it is. The Cowan Simulation's 500E, which I have never used on a stream before, which is mostly working. Oh yeah, very good. Andy and Andy Jr. Speed Mats, welcome to both of you. So there's the Cowan 500, the E model. I just haven't used. Oh, who's got the Airbus A320? How does that work? Don't know. Good old model matching. Which is also due to be updated in Sim Update 5. Whisperdark spotted that. Hello, Whisperdark. I know you're always keen for a chat.
Hello.
What did you notice about the model matching in Sim Update 5?
They've promised to make helicopters look like helicopters.
Radical thought, I know. So, yeah, they were talking about the model matching is that, yes, somehow they are going to not replace helicopters in multiplayer with A320s, like that one. Oh, it's changed. Who was that, by the way? GT Fury, was it? Maybe it's just loaded in the correct model. So that's good news, Whisperdark. Thanks for posting that in the channel. Look forward to... I mean, I have a lot of helicopter models in my library, so I get the benefit of seeing mostly the proper helicopters. Look at Ritzkio going there in your high skids 205. That looks good. Well, when I go inside the cockpit here, I'm getting that unpleasant whistling jet sound again. And one reason I chose the 500E today was because it was kind of disturbing me last week that it was doing the sound with the Taugs 500C. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. It might be that we just have to deal with some whistling jet sounds again in the stream. Not what I wanted. But that's what it is at the moment. Now, what haven't I done? I haven't loaded my flight plan, but I did make a flight plan yesterday. So I'm trying to get into the habit of being a good host and allowing people to see where I intend to fly before we actually fly it. So there is the route right there. We are going to fly from... I'll just zoom out a bit more. The storm is just currently sort of in the central North Island, so it's a massive cyclone, possibly ex-cyclone by now, I'm not quite sure actually, that's dumping a lot of rain and having strong winds up here in the North Island. But down here it's still nice, as we can see. And we're going to fly over to the west coast. Hokitika is the town that we're heading to over here, and it means we can go through some lovely alpine and subalpine territory over here and look at some lakes, look at some mountains. And yeah, a landing here beside a lake, and we'll see if we can find a nice mountain peak to illegally land on later on, as we like to do. So yes, let's get this 500E started up. We'll get it loaded up first by coming into here. I'm just going to, as usual, just fully load the machine. Quick fill. Yeah, we'll just get some people in and just load up that cargo. It's well overweight now. Okay, so let's just fix that by just getting down to the maximum weight there. That'll do. Good. All right. Welcome aboard, people. There we go. Not too cold today, so you won't be suffering too badly back there, I don't think. So let's get our checklist up. I won't run the whole checklist. I'll just do a quick one. So that battery just needs to come on, though, as usual. No, not the start pump. Well, the start pump does go on for 5 seconds. So we then call that fine. Yeah, that whistling jet sound. Don't know what's going on there. Don't know what's going on there. Anti-call light switch, that could come on. And how are we going around here? There's no one sitting right on top of me. That's good. So, by the way, is that in the right place on the screen? Yeah, that's working all right, isn't it? Good. So anti-call and position lights can come on. That is done. So the outside air temperature is what? Let me see. It is 18 degrees outside. That's warm, isn't it? For a early autumn morning in New Zealand. Oh, it's not that early. It's early in Melbourne, though. So let's see. Rotor blades, ignition, that could come on. And it's clear. Now, the starter button, we hold that down and we do not exceed... yeah, so I need to get the throttle off, and then we're just not to exceed 810 on here. So I'll just zoom in here. So I bring up the RPM to about 12 here, introduce the fuel, and we just make sure that we don't exceed 810 up here on the TOT. And the button I've got on my controller down here. Oh yes, I just need to check that this is at 0, which it won't be. It's at 100. So 25, and then just release the idle, release there. Okay, that's down 0. That's good. That is good. Okay. Whistling jet sound has just gone. I wonder, it's some sort of, again, it's some sort of model replacement thing. JB, wish you like my attempt with the 500E was not so good. I flew with it yesterday. I noticed the SAS isn't working for some reason. I don't know. My problem solving didn't extend to sorting that out. But anyway, let's just get this, hold down this jumpy bird flight. It is jumpy, yes. Holding down the starter. We lose amps. We're at 12%, no engine sound. Oh dear. Introducing fuel. We've not exceeded 810. No sound at all. This is exactly what happened last week. Ah! What is going... Oh, there it is. It's just... confusing. Alright, so we've got a little bit of fuel in there. I can release the starter now. That's done. Where's that now? 6, just bring that forward, I think, to 25. Oh dear. So I think did I not have the fuel in early enough? Now let's see if we get a hot start. I don't think hot starts are modelled in here. So I think my fuel at 6% was too low. Let's just try another start here and see what happens. you would have to wait for this to cool down. There's 12% again. Introduce the fuel for a second time. Oh, hot starts might be a model actually. Yeah, we're through it. Oh, yeah, I think you might be allowed a few seconds there. Right, we're past the idle release this time. That is not the first time that's happened to me on a stream, where I just have not had that above 25. Hand off the starter. Jetty's falling. Okay, we're good. We are good. Just watch the talk. I can probably bring this up to speed now. Hello, Ritzkio. Nice to see you in the chat there. So, generator out. Yeah, we'll just have that generator on and open this up. Pitot heat. I think it would be required later on. I think I'll just get it on now, because we'll climb up and it'll get a bit colder when we get up higher. Pitot. Avionics. Okay, I think the governors, yeah, there it is. It's just picked up. I was just trying to edge forward the throttle slowly, but the governors just grabbed it now. Quite quiet engine sounds, aren't they? Hopefully that's it. That's probably better, I hope. I've got a volume control on the headset over here as well, which I actually like, but I think I might have had that a bit wrong. Okay, so what's the plan here, people? How are we going to get out of here? We're just going to fly to the west. The wind is... What is the wind doing here at the moment? 317 at 2 knots, so wind not really a factor. So I think we can just depart to the west. So I'll taxi out to the short runway here. Clam jammers up on the roof there, I think, as far as I can tell. Well done. All right. Let's get out. Oh, I've got the wrong... Oh, okay. We can change it later. It won't be in there anyway. No, it won't be. Okay, the flat plane, that is. Because it's got custom waypoints and that messes everything up. Right, have I got those pedals working? I do. And have I got... That collector is there, and that's all good there. So all I need to do is thread the needle there, and I will get myself onto the runway, and you can all line up and we can get going on this lovely flight. So let's just get a bit of left and aft and lots of left pedal in. Get rid of that tooltip on the screen. And I'll try a very tidy hover taxi to the short field here. Lift in the collective, sorry. And eyes ahead. I'll just get that head tracking on, which I usually forget. There it is. It's just on a switch on my stick, which I find easy. Rotor downwash effect. Not so much aft cyclic required after all. And it will. That was not very tidy. I'll just have to edge this way. Try not to hit that glider. Try not to hit Binky over there as well. Just thread the needle here with a little lure and Bunkfoss. There's Rough Landings over there. Rough Landings is having a good time at the moment. Looks like Rough Landings is so enthusiastic about planning our Washington State flight. The weather's just not been good enough yet, but he's been busy modelling historic cabins or houses in the lakes of Washington State. Hopefully we might be able to all enjoy that ourselves if he wants to finish that in time. For whenever it is that the weather's nice enough for us to fly in Washington State. Oh, there's an MH60 hiding in the trees. Oh, the jet wine's back. Why are you doing that, MSFS 2024? Alright, let's get this speed off and settle down here. Yikes. Not very tidy. Alright. Oh, yes. Yes, there we go. Clam jammer. You wouldn't want to give up that little spot up there, would you? It's a prime seating location. Oh, helicopters, helicopters, helicopters. Look at you all. breakout Delta, rough landings. Helicopter 5432 in your Bell 222, excellent. Oh, lots of Bell 205s, sorry, 206s look like they're popular today. I wonder if anyone's got the new sound set in from the developer whose name I've just forgotten, DHM. Hugo has been a very helpful person. I'm going to test it out, but Hugo's just updating one little sound in it for me. Oh, awesome! All right, let's head west. Let's get flying. So left and pulling, and oh, Vorju's got the llama today. Good stuff. Love it. Eyes ahead, right down the runway. It is quite jumpy. The Cowan 500. Whoop, I'm dragging the front left skid there a bit. All right, let's get moving. Landing light goes on. Right. There's the FS realistic ETL effect there, or transverse flow. In beautiful Hanmer Springs, which was the destination point for my first ever live streamed group flight. So it's like a continuation today of that much earlier flight. It's not super fast to gather speed, the Cowan 500. I'm at the top of the... Oh, I am fully loaded. I'm at the top of the green torque band arc there. Just get some trim out. It's quite hard. I did find it yesterday quite hard to trim out, as we're seeing on screen right now. Just trying to get that roll out. So I think that jet whine is coming from another aircraft in multiplayer. So it's a multiplayer thing that it's doing right now, and it's only started doing it in the last couple of weeks. So I don't quite know what might have changed. Well, I finally got that roll trim out. Well, where's my... What does that say? Oh, hardly any. Okay, now we're going to slowly go that way. Inconvenient. Is the SAS going to work today? It is going to work today. Why didn't that work yesterday? I was going fast enough. All right, that's very confusing. All right, I'm probably going to keep the SAS on because it's going to help me with this trim situation. Right, that's slightly better. Okay, look at this beautiful valley. So many helicopters. Am I falling? Yeah, let's just trim that a bit better. Alright, let's just get onto that river and follow. Wow, it's fully loaded, this 500, and it's not speedy. And this SAS is just being a little bit tricky right now. Okay, there we go. Just bank over here, please. Better. Straight down the valley. We need to climb up over some hills. So we'll start climbing soon. Let me just check on Navigraph what we need to climb up to. This is the Waiau River. So we need to climb over Mt Skiddaw, which is 5489, and we're at 2,500 now. I think that's not going to be a problem. All I need to do is just get this attitude a bit more stable. Yeah, it is jumpy, the 500E, isn't it? So who has tried the 407 in the Bell 407 helicopter in Sim Update 5. In the public beta, I'd be very interested to know what you think. I have tried it, and it's basically, I think, a whole new aircraft. And the mode of flight is, shall we say, a bit unusual. What a gorgeous valley this is. Oh, there are clouds coming in from the east. Landing light can come off. I'll try and keep it nice and stable so that people can keep formation. I'm really crabbing over to the left, aren't I? That's interesting. Do I need to keep in a bit of pedal the whole time? No. That's swinging around. Might just need a tiny bit of right pedal. Why am I crabbing so hard? Is the wind picked up? Let me just check the... Yeah, from the north, 12 knots. Right, I've lost all my speed, that's why. Great, sorry people. Oh my god, what terrible piloting. That's why everyone's overtaking me, and I'm just drifting off slowly to the side here because I'm not paying any attention. Talking about Bell 407 instead of flying this helicopter. I think this time we might need to use the speed hold. 4,000 feet, that's good. Get that torque back up. Yeah, this SAS is not really my friend today, is it? Could you go up, please, helicopter? Come on, thank you. Oh, how much fun am I having this week with this machine? This is great. Okay, I'm just going to try and get this a bit more stable. So if I ask for an altitude hold here, please, SAS, if you don't mind, if that doesn't trouble you too much. We actually do need to start climbing, but 110 knots there. Okay, so let's hold speed now, and therefore that extra power will be translated into a climb. Let's try and get it so it's not going to over-torque. Alright, I think I might possibly have resumed control of my helicopter. The other thing I need to do is release the pedal. Might just even use the heading hold at this rate, just to get this a bit more stable for 1 second. Okay, so that's fine. We'll take off the speed hold, and we'll just get ourselves in a bit of a climb here. If I climb at 100 knots, I should, even 110 knots, I should be able to maintain about 1,000 feet a minute. Okay, so now we'll do the speed hold, which should result in a climb, but now we're actually descending. I can just get rid of this hoodie for 1 second. Excellent. Costume change on Matthew Crawford Let's Fly. What a show. Okay. Alright, that wind's come back down again. Interesting. So, what are we at? 3,000 feet now. We're climbing. I've lost some of that speed. I need to... I'm at the top of the green torque arc. And so we'll just go into this little valley on the left. And I'm going to need to climb a bit faster than that. So speed hold comes off. We're going to go right over Mt Skiddaw. So let's see if we can climb at 100 knots. So we'll need to get up another 2,000 feet here, I think. Hold that speed right there. Don't need to bring the nose down though, do you, helicopter? So you can actually pick that up now, please. Thank you. Yeah, a bit loose in the controls there. Oh, I've lost all my notes that I made for the trip. That's great. Good times. Yeah, so it's a glacial valley again. Oh, we don't have GL Pilot with us today to share some geological fun facts, so that'll have to be my job today, and I will not be as good as he is. Well, the SAS is great, isn't it? It's swinging around the... Yeah, there you go. Look at what it's doing to the trim there. It's trying, I think. Goodness me. So Mt Skiddaw's coming up, so need to actually climb, please, helicopter. So let's get that speed hold off, and I'm just going to have to do it manually at this point. So giant glaciers, yeah, carved out all these valleys over the millennia. So we've got a mix of terrain resolutions here. You can see these hills are not so great. So we go in and out of, I think, 1 meter LiDAR on our trip today. So I've lost quite a bit of speed here again because I just need to climb up over Mt Skiddaw here. And then we proceed, yeah, let's get through the saddle here to the left. Heading comes off, please. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, this SAS and the 500E is really quite something, isn't it? Let's get through here. Let's get through there. Okay. Mt Skiddaw. And don't fly into the hill, please. I'm trying to really get the SAS not to fly into that, but it's proving really insistent on going to that little bit of hill there. Oh boy. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Wow! Look at that beautiful view from up here. That is gorgeous. A little bit more to the left and we can just descend through this valley here. And we'll just enjoy these mountains here. Nice subalpine forest. You can see where that snow line comes in. There's a tiny bit of snow at the top of some of these mountains today. Just in the New Zealand autumn. Or fall, if you prefer us to call it that. There we go. Still got some people with me. Oh dear. Alright, so descended 4,000 feet, and there's the valley. Bunkfoss is leading the way there, you're correct. So we'll just enjoy these hills here, mountains. This is the Hanmer range. Skiddaw, I believe, is named after a mountain in England's Lake District, so I gather. The European settlers in New Zealand weren't super creative. Okay, just got a little bit fast there. Stable again now. Yeah. This 500E is really quite fussy, even with the SAS on. Okay, that's better. Oh, yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy to be flying in New Zealand again. We haven't done a New Zealand flight for ages. Good evening. What model is the NA? It's the... oh, it's high. Oh, yeah, you're right. I can fix that, I think. If I can find where my streamflight has gone, it is the H500. Whoops. How's that? Has that gone through under there? H500, yeah. It's a 500E by Cowan Simulation. And it's being a bit of a nuisance today. Too fast is Riskio. Okay, let me sort that out. Oh, now I'm descending it. This is not as stable as the Taux Hangar 500C, is it? Is it now? Maybe I'll change helicopters halfway through. All right, let's just come right in this valley. So I think should I just have SAS off for this part? Yeah. All right, now I actually feel like I'm flying. So I've got 105 knots on now at Riskio. I hope that's okay. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, this beautiful terrain. Beautiful New Zealand. Nose down, please. Myself up here a little bit higher. That's slightly easier to see now. That's going to be too fast again, probably. Wow, it's quite hard to trim. And we're just going to keep these mountains here on our right as we just sort of round the bend. Here we just follow the river through. In fact, we're going to follow this river all the way, sort of. We actually do fly off it after a while. What are you doing, 500E? That made no sense. I was not overspeeding it. That was very strange. We are in very serious danger of me swapping the helicopter halfway through the flight. I might have to go back to the Taux. Well, there's an opportunity to do that, so we'll see how we go. Oh yeah. Beautiful little pass here. This is Mt Miza on our left here. And this is the Hurunui River, I believe. Oh, what a beautiful little valley this is. A gorge even. You can see it's, just from the satellite imagery, it's quite rapid through there. And we take a right here. David, I found the 500E pretty unflyable. Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I feel like the trim is fighting me, even though the SAS is currently off. Yeah, I can't balance it nicely. Oh yeah. So I think we've got beech forests around here, B-E-E-C-H that is. And we keep to the right here. This is another junction, another meeting of the waves and the rivers. So, David, yeah, I do like to try all the helicopters. I thought, oh, haven't put the 500E in a flight, ever. Atom Toast, isn't the Taugs considered the best heli in MSFS? Yes. It just wants the hobby horse, yeah, no kidding. That's what it's saying. So here's our junction here, I think, yeah. On the Hurunui River. Michael, interesting, yeah. So you previously enjoyed the 500E, or you put a lot of hours into it, but since the SAS updates, it's not working so well, yeah. The trims, this is pretty odd. Ritskio. Excellent stuff. It's good, isn't it, these low altitude river runs? And you're doing the right thing here. We're going to be taking a left soon so that we get over Conical Hill. Talk about that when we get going, when we get there. These valleys are lovely in New Zealand. That's just beautiful. All right, here's our left, people. So, is it? Yeah, we left here. Left. Correct, left. So, Avgas, just come over this way. So that's Conical Hill up in front there. That's a good name. Giga, I'd love to join. I'd love to join, but I'm getting my kitchen organised from the grocery store. Okay. So I actually, when I first read that, I thought you were like doing some like renovations or home improvement or something. I can't join the flight today because I'm building a kitchen. No, I think you're just buying stuff. Good. I approve of that. Thank you, Giga. That's Conical Hill there. And so I think what's happened here is that, again, we're in a glacial valley here, so it's all been carved out by glacial action over the millennia. But this one is just a slightly more resistant rock. So it's just left this cone here with these two cute lakes either side of it. So let's go to the left and then we'll follow around to the right and cross over there. Yeah, we're going to go up that way. That's going to get us over to Lake Sumner. Very pretty location again. So, yeah, so no one's talked about the 407 yet, so I'll tell you my experiences with it. The 407 is in a very strange condition at the moment in Sim Update 5. In fact, I am a bit suspicious about something. I could be wrong about this, but when I tried it a couple of weeks ago, I just thought, this motion on the rudder, on the anti-torque pedals is so odd. It has no inertia in the torque, in the yaw anymore, so it just stays where you put it. So you give it a bit of right pedal and then it will just stay locked right. Or it'll stay locked onto the new heading. So there's no inertia when you release the pedal. It's just like instantly stops. It's like a drone. And then I thought, I wonder if that's possibly related to these quick flight developers. So I did that video about the quick flight Striker, which is based on the AH-1 Zulu Viper, and it seems to have the same flight model. So I believe the Sim Update 5.407, it's no longer the Nemeth machine. It seems to be now called Any Builds. But I'm suspicious that it's actually one of those quick flight models. So either they've just copied and pasted it. Oh, that's maybe unfair. They've based their new 407 model on what the quick flight people developed for the Striker and possibly the Hunter as well. I'm not sure because I've not tried the Hunter. So I don't quite know what their plan is there, but I'm just a little bit sus about what's going on with those Any Builds and what's the quick flight. That's the word I'm struggling to find. So why does it now want to pull to the left? This 500E. So there's a clearing ahead. So this is Lake Sumner that we've just come to now, and it's very lovely in here. And you can see there's just like a flat patch of land there on the other side of the river, of the lake. In fact, yeah, Space Cadet and Bunk Foss. I speculate that Bunk Foss and Space Cadet have got the flight plan loaded. Oh, how beautiful is that, looking up that end of the valley? Oh, that's lovely. So, yeah, we can just land on this portion here. So, that thing that's right in front of me right now, but I'll do a little orbit. So, I think there's a little creek outlet there, but there's this green patch right here. Let's just go and do a landing here. If you can, get your nose. What's the wind doing at the moment? Let me just double check. Wind's only 5 knots from the northwest, so we'll just go and land on that little patch down there. And have your nose pointed in towards the lake, and we'll see if we get a nice group shot. So, wow. This 500E is hard work. Yep, do what helicopter 5432 is doing. You are correct. Well, I got rid of all the speed, so that mission was accomplished. Collide with you. Okay, you're over there. Get your nose pointed towards the lake if you can, and we'll get it nicely lined up for a lovely group shot. How pretty. I mean, this is not unrealistic. You could imagine coming out here for a trip in your helicopter and scenic flight, or a charter maybe, and enjoying the scenery. Oh, come on, 500. Oops. Oh, I love that checkerboard pattern on your llama. Oh boy, hard work. Woof. Oh, I'm exhausted. All right, let's get outside and have a look at this. Which view do I like? There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, so many helicopters. Oh, so good, so good, so good. Oh, look at that backlighting coming there from the sun up the other end of the valley there. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get this lined up for a nice group shot. Hello, 50 concurrent viewers. Look at these awesome helicopters. That is great. Let's come back a little bit faster here. Oh. Oh, it's endless. So many helicopters. Wow, you people are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today in lovely Lake Sumner. Vote you. You know, I was considering the 500E and then was like, do I really want to have to deal with this? And I went for the llama instead. This is scenically lovely. So I will do a little shot here for the wait for Captain FS 2024 to come in here. All right, nice, nice sensible landing there in your MH60. Let's get that into the screenshots channel on the Discord. That is fantastic. Oh, Whisper Dark's already Whisper Dark. Can I say that? Oh boy, Whisper Dark has already beaten me to it. You are so fast with the screenshot. There we go. That is so good. That is so good. What an awesome, awesome, beautiful location this is. Lake Sumner. Ooh, yeah, there's a helicopter that's dropping out of the sky. Beautiful. All right, now what's it doing? I think there's some delay in the code or something like it. I think the SAS is maybe fighting itself in the code or something. Like it seems to react after. It seems to react against itself. Spectating here. Another glacial valley. And notable here too, this is forest that's lowland in New Zealand but not heavily modified. So it's New Zealand's a highly modified environment. You know, such a productive land. You know, it's a lot of it's gone to agriculture and forestry. But yeah, here we have a beautiful unmodified beech forest. Cool. Okay, so what are we doing? We are going to cross over this range in front of us. We'll just thread the needle here with and find Tawhai Hill. Then we sort of cross over, and we can follow this valley in here and do a bit of a right left to get us en route for Lake Hopy, which is our next airport. So if people are watching and they thought they might like to join the flight, you can do so here at November Zulu Hotel Papa, Lake Hopy, NZHR. So we'll be along there, I would think, in about 20 minutes. So let's lift up and do it. Whilst I figure out why my headphones are sitting weirdly on my head. There we go, I think. Yeah. All right, so who's that running back to your helicopter? Run! All right, picking up. And I'll just try and get over this R66 right in front of me. I need some. Oh. Well, mind that tailboot. Yeah, it's hard work. That's absolutely excellent. All you helicopters, well done. Well done. Into the ranges and goodbye to Lake Sumner. Gorgeous spot in the South Island of New Zealand where the storm has not hit. One of our friends of the community, Kaimanawa Sai, was thinking of joining us today but is currently dealing with that storm, which is probably not very fun. So I'm imagining that North Islanders, those people living in the north of New Zealand, are probably less inclined to join our flight today. Right, why is 2024 putting in that jet line? It is so strange. But now it's gone. So it'll come back though. I know for sure it'll come back. It came back last week as well. Don't get that. It's only happened on the last couple of flights. Yep, there it is. Weird. Helicopter 5432, bedtime for you. Thanks and have a nice rest of the flight. Thank you. Always good to have you along. A little bit hard with the time zones at this time of year, but we will try and do some more European flying as well when you get into your long summer nights. Oh, how pretty is this valley? And we'll be taking a left through a pass up here. How pretty is that? Oh, beautiful. Just a little whisper of high cloud up there. Whilst the North Island's just couple of hundred kilometres to the north, getting absolutely smashed by that storm. Just has not touched down here at all. It will do though. I think the weather will hit the South Island over the next couple of days as well, so I gather. Yeah, even the town of Nelson, I believe, Kaimana Wasai was saying it looks like they've got a big rain band heading for Nelson as well. So that's not too far away from where we are here. New Zealand's quite prone to getting these tropical storms coming down from up north in the summer months. So this is quite late for a cyclone hitting April, isn't it? Yeah, Australia just had a real classic. That cyclone which went around the whole north of the country and then tracked down the west as well. That just almost surrounded the north of Australia, around the top half of Australia. Mad. Oh yes, how good does this look? How good is that? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now we're going back there, Bill. Hi, Peter's still with me. Put those name tags back on. Oh! It's actually really quite hard to fly with the view looking backwards. What is the flight time from the north to the south? So Auckland to Christchurch, that flight time would be about 90 minutes. By flight time, I'm assuming you mean like a domestic flight. Yeah, about 90 minutes from Auckland to Christchurch, maybe a little bit less. So yeah, Auckland will be getting smashed today. But you know, down here we're still lovely and fine. I'll find a cloud map or something. A cloud map. You know what I mean? Like what am I trying to say? A rain radar? Yeah. Beautiful alpine and subalpine valleys. Oh, Breno is saying that Auckland is calm and drizzling. Okay, cool. That's good. So, is that because you're in the eye of the storm, Breno, or is it has it already come through for you, or what's your status up there in Auckland today with that cyclone coming down? Oops. So this is the Hope River we're over right now, and you'll see we cross over a little saddle and then we're on the other side of that catchment. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful stuff. You can see just on that water effect on the ground there that MSFS doesn't quite follow the satellite imagery on the river there. Bit of a curious effect. I don't know quite what they're going to do about that, but it's not quite right. You can see there on my screen that the river, the water rendered in the sim doesn't quite match the water in the satellite imagery, so it looks a bit wrong. Lovely. Lake Hopy is our next stop if you want to join in, like I said before, NZHR. And here's the next catchment. So, New River. Oh, that snow line's quite evident there, isn't it? The tree line, I should say, is quite evident up there. Tutaikuri is this river. So can I actually get a rain radar map on the MSFS 2024 tablet? I can't quite remember if that does it or not. Can I actually see that on here? Map settings, weather. Radar. Is that going to do it? Apparently not. Radar, winds. No. Maps, default satellite. Oh, the cyclone shifted east, says Bruno. Interesting. How do I get this not helpful yet? Weather radar. Winds? No? Okay. So, am I doing something wrong, or does this actually not work in MSFS 2024? I was just going to try and bring up the rain radar. I thought that we were going to see the cloud imagery here on the tablet. Oh well, don't know. Smooth flight. It is if I continuously hold the stick and not do what I'm doing now. Longbow. So we'll be taking a right and follow. Is it still the Tutaikuri up there? Yes. So we'll be following the river to the right shortly. Ah, Breno, that's awesome. So you flew a Schweitzer 300 a few weeks ago. Excellent. And the instructor says your flight sim experience has already put you at the 10-hour mark. Yeah. It's a money saver, isn't it? Oh, how about that? We need to turn right here. Oh, whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, what is... What? The SAS is not even on, and it just pitched the nose up. All I wanted to do was look down here and go, what a pretty valley, but my helicopter's flipping out on me. Oh, come on. That is not great. We are changing helicopters at Hopy. Anyway, Tutaikuri as we proceed up this beautiful valley. So, Adam Toast, how many flight hours do you have in Sim? I assume that's a question of Breno. If you're interested, my hours, Steam tells me, in MSFS 2024 are like 1,700. Probably most of the time I'm sitting in menus and stuff trying to get screenshots to put on videos and things. So I don't think I've been flying actually 1,700 hours in the simulator. How pretty are these valleys? And we take a left here. Oh, yeah. How about that opening up down there? That is just gorgeous. Another braided river here. Very common in the South Island of New Zealand. These braided river systems. Nice. Oh. So good. Flyby. Woohoo! Probably flying out of control. Getting a little bit past there. I'll just try and loosen speed here by throwing it around these bends. Yeehaw! There you go. If I was getting a bit fast, that should help you to catch up a bit. That's awesome, Brenno. You've been flying flight sim since the 90s, and you've just had that Schweizer flight. That's great. Woo! 500 Cs, backfire screaming through there at high speed. Oh, I love how MSFS renders those rocks down there. That was great. Yeah, so the stones here, I think they, on these systems, tend to be sort of quite gravelly, lots of like little round pebbles. I think they're, from memory, quite hard to walk in. Oh yeah. That's fun. Screaming along at high speed along the river here. Is this still the Tutaikuri? No, it can't be. I'll just look it up in a sec. This is the Orta River. N1 Clock, hello to you. First time I spotted you on the stream. Good to have you along. Adam Toast, yeah, you want to try for yourself? Yeah, I hope you can. That's what I did in Melbourne as well. Did that intro flight a few years ago with Melbourne Heli, and then we made that video this year as well. Ooh, it really opens up there, doesn't it? The landscape. All right, and we do need to go actually west, so let's enact that. Yeah, a little bit of right pedal needed just to keep that coordinated. Yeah, I think it's such an awesome experience for a simulator fan to hop on board a real helicopter and have a trial flight. Highly recommended. The way Melbourne Heli do it, I think it's either a 90-minute session or a 2-hour session. That is a briefing, of course, and then you get either 30 or 45 minutes in the machine. So it kind of costs a few $100s in Australia to do something like that. Right, so I need to turn left, people. I'm just enjoying this river too much, so we need to go west to get ourselves to Lake Hopy. Bunkfoss is, I think, following the flight plan, unlike the host. There we go. That's the one we want. Rough landings. Oh, you're behind there. Am I going too fast, or what have I got? 110. Might be a bit challenging for that Lana. Yeah, that jet line's so odd, isn't it? So odd. Oh yeah. I'm crashing out of the sky. Ah. Alright. So, what's the wind doing now? Swung around to the south, but light and variable, I think you'd say, is the wind. Sip o water. Oh, I need to tell you about Pimax. Pimax is offering this deal at the moment. They've got that normal 2% discount on for the creator discount, so you can use that Let's Fly code for a discount there. But they're also, if you were thinking of looking at a Dream Air, there's a $25 discount there as well. I've not tried the Dream Air yet, but I do now have the micro OLED engine for the Crystal Super, so I'll put that in a video soon. Already sort of started making that one. Speedmats, good flying. Alright, just buzz the town there of Lake Hopy. I think that's the... having your morning coffee disturbed by 25 helicopters buzzing low over your heads. Alright, so what does this field actually look like? Kind of a northeast-southwest affair. Winds are light and variable, so we can probably just go straight in for the apron, I would have thought. Don't need to really fly a pattern there. I might just fly a little right base and use the main runway. So I'll just come up a little bit, get that landing light on. See if I can actually spot the field first to get my special binoculars out. I love those. There it is. Right, so let's get that nose up. Yeah, suggest that you might want to check your fuel here. I've already used a third of the tank. Adam Toast. Oh, what do you mean? Who wouldn't think that seeing 25 helicopters low over your head while you're enjoying your morning coffee wouldn't be awesome? Yep, agreed. That'd be a memorable morning indeed. Oh my god. I think this is the SAS fighting itself. That is diabolical. Oh yeah. There's an F-18 as well. Yeah, I can barely control it at this point. Very annoying. Ugh, far out. Like, what is this helicopter doing right now? I'm putting in no inputs, and it's just... I think it's... yeah. This helicopter is about to get replaced in this live stream, so as soon as I actually manage to put it on the ground... grief. I think it's also just having a combination moment there with the MSFS ground effect. All right, so I will, at this moment, get a new helicopter. Whilst you put fuel into yours, I am going to get the other 500 out. And what colour do I want? The most important decision to make on your helicopter here. Well, the awesome one, I haven't seen anyone else flying it today, at least hasn't shown up that way, is this, we talked about this one last week, India Oscar Zulu. Oh, you've got the earlier versions, Andrew, before they change things around. Yeah, interesting. So what do I want? I want to be, I'll spawn on the ground, set this departure, on the ground ready for takeoff is what I want. And then I'll be able to fly properly. Oh, the weather's just changed. Good grief. Has it? No? Is it? Let's see what this looks like. There we go. There's some helicopters. It does work. So I'll just slew off the runway here. Be a sensible pilot. Cheat. Oh, I've still got my flight plan in there. Thanks, MSFS. You've been helpful. Right, I am going to propose a... Oh, Vorju has to head off as well. Thanks for coming along. Great to have you along, as always. And look forward to seeing you next time. Vorju, in your Lana or whatever else you like to fly. I'm going to set up a little scenic view here, and then I'm going to take the shortest break. So we'll be right back for our next leg, which will take us over to the Tasman Sea. Oh, how pretty. How pretty. All right, see you in a moment. All right, let's get flying. Now, a quick briefing. Oh, Thaddeus, look at you in your Alouette. That's excellent. Thanks for bringing that. That's awesome. I love that. All right, winds are still pretty calm. 16 degrees outside. Nice. All right, so we are going to cross over some mountains now. Yeah, so I think we've got time for the Orta Gorge. How are we going for time? We've only, we're going an hour and 20. Right, okay, good. I think we've got time to do the whole thing. So let's get down to the spectacular Orta Gorge. So I propose that we maybe go up the way I came in and do a 180 and follow this valley up here. We're going to be climbing pretty steeply in here, so get ready for a lower speed but a higher vertical speed so we can cross over these mountains. So we'll just head into this valley and we'll go and have a look at the Orta Gorge and the Orta viaduct, which has been added into the simulator, handcrafted, hand-modelled. And we could just about fly under it. You've got to be pretty sharp. Probably the Cowan H500, not suitable for that task, but this one is. This one's going to work just nicely. Is that info still streaming? Is it still 5? Yes, still says 500. That's good. All right, 41 concurrent viewers. Let's go and have a look at our next bit of mountain scenery. So, landing light comes on. Oh, I haven't actually. Sorry, I'll just need to spend 1 second just loading up the helicopter again. Flight performance center of gravity. Okay, let's get that. Oh, the fuel's full in here. Good. Let's get that all up here. Yeah, so it's got a significantly reduced gross weight. Sorry, max takeoff weight, the 500C than the 500E. All right, I'm lifting up. Where's my head tracking? Come on, there you go. Good, good head tracking. I'm heading down that way. I need a lot of aft stick in this, and there's a lot of left pedal, the Taugs machine. Oh, even more than that. Well, it's a bit smoother, isn't it? Binky, have you got a Chinook now? It's fun. Alright, here we go. Here's the runway, and are we sort of reasonably ready to go back there, people? I think it's a reasonably long break, so you probably are. Well, I cannot fly while looking backwards. That is a well-established fact. Okay. Lake Hopy, thank you. The lake, by the way, is just to the north there. You can just see it. Bit more open country here. Get to the top of the green talk band. Whisper Dark in your RS66. Okay, and so we're going to do our right 180 now. Oh, this is a bit more relaxing to fly. Pete NZ Heli, hello. There we go. Yeah, back to the flight plan there. Yeah, so you can see we're just going to follow this valley as we climb up. What altitude do we need to attain here? Let me just have a quick check. Probably need to be at about 5,000. Need to climb up to about 5,000 feet here. Is that right? I could hear it. I could hear a ding, 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 and it's just. I think it's just a car outside. So I've got 1,000 feet a minute climbing. I've got 65 knots on at the moment. I'll just introduce a bit of trim here to get all this nicely balanced. Feet off the pedal. I don't think that's required. 70 knots and climbing at 1,000 feet. Yeah, I speculate we're in slightly higher resolution terrain here as well. Seems to be a bit lower resolution at Lake Hanmer. Sorry, at Hanmer Springs. right. That's looking good. Ah, yes. Oops. Enjoy the flyby and then go off course. Alright, let's come around here. 3,000 feet. Sulphur crested cockatoo screeching outside. Oh, Mr. Flandor. That's the first time I've seen you today. Hello. So we follow the valley around to the right as we continue our climb. 3,500 feet now. I've got 80 knots on. That's looking pretty good. So the Taugs 500C without SAS is more stable than the Cowan Simulation 500E in its current state with SAS. So figure that one out. I think there's just a bit of a problem with that SAS code in the 500E at the moment. So I don't think I can recommend it in its current state. There you go. I have illustrated that for you, so you don't need to find out for yourself. Yeah, we can fly to the right here, so where Pete is going, and I think someone else is over there as well. We can fly over there to the right. Oh, gorgeous stuff. Look at the way the sun's just getting the cap of those mountains over there and up front. That's beautiful. That is really good. Yeah, we can just follow here to the right. Is that a little waterfall coming sort of down the... It's not really a waterfall, is it? It's just it's a very steep watercourse coming down where the snow melts, I guess. Turtle, hello to you. First time I've seen you today. Yeah, here's the saddle we're looking for, I think. I need to come a bit to the left though. Well, we'll just get over this one and then continue maybe a little bit more of a climb. Hello, Mrs. TPHI. Great to see you. Haven't had you flying for a while, so look forward to having you back in. G. So I'm just trying to work out what your name is. Noise. I'll just call you G. You are now called G. Hi Matthew, I have a Moser AB6FF force feedback base, and the force feedback vibrations are causing vibrations on the Z and X axes. Should I turn them off? I want to learn helicopter flying in the most realistic way possible. Well, I haven't tried the AB6 yet, or the AB9, but I'll tell you this, G. In a real helicopter, well, especially the Cabri, because that's the one that I've actually had some stick time on, the stick shakes around in your hand. You get a lot of forces coming back. Oh, there's a rainbow up ahead. How lovely. The stick shakes in your hand, and you have to kind of be ready to counteract that. So I would think that it's realistic that some vibrations will sort of feed back into the stick as it's vibrating around. I think really maybe the follow-up question to you, G, is does the vibration still go in the output of the stick while you are actually flying the helicopter, or having your hand on the stick? So What's my question? Does the aircraft still receive the output, the vibration, even when you are holding it? I mean, just as a pilot, I would think that you need to just, you hold the stick and that counteracts that vibration, and you feel it, but it shouldn't be changing the attitude of the aircraft if you're flying it. Does that make sense? I don't know if I've explained that very well. Makes sense in my brain. Oh, how pretty is this scenery? Time for a flyby and possibly losing control of the helicopter. Oh, excellent formation flying there from some other 500s. Very good work. Alois, Nobby, and Ozone, and Crawdad, long-time stream participant. That's great. Oh, this is lovely. That's gorgeous. Shall we land on the saddle? Come on, let's land on the saddle. It looks like it's just landable. Let's land on the saddle. Oh, looking a bit of rain up ahead. Yeah, so I did spot that rainbow, didn't I? Yeah. Is that in the Orta Gorge, actually, where we're heading? Let's just land on the saddle and just enjoy this ominous looking weather. Oh, the river system down there. Yeah, there's a little bit of blade slap as I slow down. And hope to aim on the saddle. I'll just use a bit of a pinnacle landing technique here to not go too low, which is what's happening right now. So that is to try and keep the same part of that distant river lined up against the landing site here so that I keep my approach angle on. Oh, how beautiful. What a view. Imagine walking up here. Bit slow on this approach, but let's yeah, the ground effects has flung me up. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Oh, that was not great, and also I'm going to fall off. I'm going to keep some aft cyclic in here while I just look outside. This is dangerous. I'm just going to... what am I going to do? I'm going to try and get this better. Whoa, I don't have enough authority in the... Oh dear. A little Matthew Crawford disaster. Oh gee, I'll get to your questions there in just a sec. Just while I try and rescue this situation, which I created for myself. I think there was a downdraft there. I think there's a weird boundary in the downdraft, and then it sort of pushed me down in the... There's a nice actual bit of grass up here. Why don't I land on that? Well, I didn't land on that because the ground effect flew me up. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. That's better. Look at this view. Let me just do something here in the background. Oh, yeah. It's not often you see an Ericsson sky crane, is it? On a alpine saddle. Oh, that's good. Oh, nice work there, Ritzkio. Not getting flung up by the ground effect like I was. Look at that view down into that valley. That is absolutely spectacular. Beautiful New Zealand. Come and enjoy it. That is lovely. All right, let's get down into that. So which direction we need to go here? We need to sort of cross over... Well, that's the Orta Gorge. Right, so yeah, that's where we're exactly where we're going. So I've actually navigated that successfully. Surprise! So I'll just get in the air and I'll answer G's questions. There we go. Dive. Woo! That's not how you do it. But that was fun. We are going to fly into that shower, which is probably not what you want to do in real life, but that is kind of where we want to go and have a look at the Orta Gorge. Beautiful braided river system down there again. Yeah, Mr. TPHI, I agree. It's very beautiful. I agree. That is just excellent there. Oh, a grey butcherbird calling outside. Very good. Oh, there's our rainbow. Yeah. Now, what would be a nice way to view that? Maybe with the... No? With this one? No? With this one. Alright, that's because that's going there. Alright, there you go. Stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. That is great. Okay, so G. So you don't think the stick is moving, or it's not moving the aircraft maybe. I can only observe it in situations where even very small movements can make a difference. Well, that's helicopter flying. Helicopter flying, you need to make those very fine adjustments. So you'd want the force feedback set in such a way that it didn't prevent you from doing that. So if its natural state is this, I'll keep it open and thank you for your reply. Have a good flight. Oh, thank you. So, yeah. I think if there's one takeaway I'd like you to take, G, from that, is that it shouldn't reduce your enjoyment of helicopter flying. So, you might need to find a balance, especially if you're learning helicopter flying, which is challenging. You might want to set it in such a way that it's not making it harder for you. I wish I could give you better advice because I've actually not used those Miza sticks yet. I do hope to. And do some of these flights with force feedback. That'd be fun. Oh yeah, look at you all. That's great. Yes, very light rain in here is not enough to spoil this flight, I don't think. Just a little bit of drizzle about and causing that lovely rainbow effect there as well. So how far up is the... oh yeah, I see it there. Yep, so we're coming up to the Orta viaduct. Power lines down there as well. Keep an eye on those. Be a good pilot. So I think this road here, if you've ever travelled on the South Island, this would take you up to Arthur's Pass, which we won't quite do today, but this road here was just notoriously dangerous. You can see the road on the right there, which is quite heavy with fast flowing traffic. This road here was notoriously susceptible to landslips and damage, and it was, yeah, so they built this Orta viaduct about 30 years ago. Probably quite an expensive project, I imagine. Oh, we've got the railway here as well, so I think people, yeah, doing that, what's it called, that alpine train ride that comes through here. That you can go from Christchurch out to the west coast. That's the railway line right down there. So, who can thread the needle on the Orta Viaduct and get underneath it when we get there? It's not that high. It's but it turns. So you'll see when we get there. That's not it there, by the way. So we're not there yet. Oh, and it's left here, so yeah, we don't take that right turn. So there we go. Oh, that tight gorge. Woo. Beautiful, eh? Like that. Turtle, wrong valley. I probably didn't give you enough warning there, so come over this way. Look at this gorge. There's the viaduct. Is it? Oh, no. No, it's not. Sorry. There's not the viaduct. It's part of it, actually. Wow. They didn't do all of it, did they? When they modelled this, the viaduct, they didn't fix all of that stuff. There's the viaduct. Right. No, it's not. Matthew, calm yourself down, please. There's the viaduct. Woo! Tight roads. Really leaning in my seat. Oh, you've all done it too. You've all gone right under. I'll have to come around for a second pass. And the Orta Viaduct. Yes! That is fun. Alright, one more pass. That is good. Try not to fly right on the hill there. Who's going to go under next there? A Hunter G. Let's have a look and see your moves there. I can't because I've got to fly my helicopter. Nose up and pedal over. I think my approach angle here is very good. Still made it though. Slow pass through the gorge. Let's see if I can get some footage of someone else flying through here. You wouldn't really be doing this in real life with those power lines, would you? So I'm going to set myself down here. I'm just going to plonk on the ground and see if I can... I don't care about that landing. What I'm interested to do is to get over here. There we go. Ozone fly. Is my helicopter moving? Something's moving. Mr. Flandor, ozone fly. Mach 2, Slew 2. P&Z heli speeding through. Oh, JB Vox has set yourself right on top of the viaduct. It's solid, is it? Okay, I forgot to test that. I'm just going to cheat and slow over there. I think I am. Where's my helicopter gone? Can't even see. Ah! What have I done? What have I done? I cannot actually... It's reversed the camera angle or something and I can't see what I'm doing. Whoops. Whoops. JB Vox. Oh, look at you all go. It's quite a tight little path to weave, isn't it? That's because I wasn't doing it properly. What I want to do is get out here. Yes, there we go. That's what I wanted. All I need now is for someone to go through whilst I have the camera pointing in the right direction. Oh, they've even modelled the speed limit signs. Crawdad! Oh. Nobby. Oh, you're going through both directions. Yes, yes, yes. Space Cadet doing it nicely. Oh, Kim DK, did you actually sort of do a bit of a swooping, almost a loop there? That was nice. Good work, Kim DK. Oh, yeah, I think you cut that one a bit fine there, Kim DK. It looks like you might have collided with the top of the bridge there. Rudy Zarsov's coming in fast. Rudy's coming in hot. 3 you go. Yes, nice work in the 500C. Speed mats, you're almost, oh, you're falling off the bridge. Good times at the Orta viaduct in New Zealand. Beautiful stuff. Alright, so we need to fly west. So we might, I think what we'll do is we'll go a little bit out the way we just came in and climb. No, that's boring. We'll go south and climb, and we'll need to climb quite steeply so that we can turn right and go out west to get out to the next part of our exciting flight. So that means I need to kind of reverse my direction here. Well, reverse my direction there and head out this way. I need to get that camera set different. No, that's better, I think. All right, here we go. Binky, did you get that Chinook through? Right, top of the green arc. Not colliding with Binky, who's got a very stable hover there in your Chinook. So let's see how much we can climb up out here. Are people following? Yeah, there you all go. Nice stuff. Hope you enjoyed that little diversion at the Orta Gorge. So we need to climb up quite steeply here. What do we got? I've got 75 knots on. $4,000 feet. I think, what's Mount Rolleston here? Is that... That's 7,500. So if we're going to play it safe, 7,500. So we've still got about 3,000 feet to climb here, so we can get over safely to the right. That's the west out there. That's Mount Rolleston right up there. That's at 7,500. We probably don't need to get it. We probably couldn't do it at maybe, I don't know, about 6,500 or maybe 7,000. What a beautiful view down the gorge down there. That's lovely in that valley, isn't it? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As usual. That's where Arthur's Pass is down there. Okay, can I make it over here? I think so. I think I can make that. Yes, I can. So, could be some updrafts and downdrafts in here. Yeah, I've got 12 knots of wind in, so that looks like, yeah, it could be a bit of downdraft situation here. In fact, I might be in one right now. So I just felt that rate of climb suddenly decreased. 5,000 feet. Heading for that saddle right there. Cross over, head west. On our way to Hokitika and the west coast of New Zealand. We'll have a glimpse of the Tasman Sea before too much longer. Just get my seat height there so I can see what I'm doing. That's better. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So no snow yet being rendered for me. That is lovely. So there's 6,000 feet now, and I guess we'll be up to about 7,000 after all. There we go. Oh, that's just excellent. Excellent stuff. Need to come a little bit more to the right. Let's enjoy a flyby. Oh, yes! So good. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, can I see the sea out there? I think I can. We are entering one of the wettest parts of New Zealand. The rain comes in off the ocean. You know, I mean, even the way the clouds are rendered today, you can kind of see that maybe it's sort of built up a little bit on the western side of the Alps here. So let's just start to configure for forward flight rather than climbing flight. So the moisture comes in off the ocean down in front of us there and hits these ranges, and there's an enormous amount of rainfall. Some parts, I think, of the west coast here receive 6 meters of rain a year. 6,000 millimeters of rain. By comparison, I think in Melbourne we get about 700 or 800 millimeters. So, and maybe Auckland, maybe about, I think about 1,600, 1,600, and then it's 6 meters of rain. In these parts, which is just phenomenal. Okay, I'm still climbing, so let's just get this trim and torque sorted out. Push myself backwards in the chair, which is not helping things. Mrs. TPHR, we have probably about 20 minutes of flight left. If you just want to have a little, you could try and join us at, let's see, at the south end of the lake there, and we'll overfly, and then we'll just go into Hokitika and follow the river in. Need to get this trim sorted out. So we not quite ready to dive into that valley yet, so you need to just stay the course here a little bit longer, and we can dive down in after a little bit more here. Wow, that is stunning. Excellent stuff. Yes, is that valley? Yes, that's it, isn't it? That's. I'll just double check on the Navigraph that I've got the right river. Oh, the river Styx. Okay. Creative name. All right, let's turn into here then. I think that's the Creek Valley. Lowering the collective now. We've passed over the highest point that we need to pass over. Jotam, next point. So, do you mean the next point to join, or the next point that we're... well, look, so it's a custom waypoint, but it's just at the south end of the lake there, and that lake is... what is the name of that lake? I'm just going to put in a waypoint into the text chat. LOCIY without the slash on the end. That's kind of the direction we're heading. LOCIY. Alright, how are we going here? So, descending at 1,000 feet a minute. I'm getting quite fast, so I'm going to lower collective and raise nose. Just clicking around there with this hat switch just to get the trim doing what I want it to do. Getting too fast again. Lower collective, nose up. What a beautiful descent through here. That is great. That is great. Just the merest little hint onto this sensitive stick as all I need to do there. I really do enjoy flying with the Orion 2 compared to that old Sidewinder force feedback, whatever it was called, that I had for 25 years. Gave good service and is now in the hands of a retro games collector who was excited about being able to play Mech Warrior 2 or something with a force feedback stick. It's pretty funny. So that's what happened to my old stick, and I'm very much enjoying flying with this one. What a gorgeous valley. Another one. So this is the River Styx, which flows down to the Hokitika River, which is what we will follow to get into the town of Hokitika on the west coast. What does MSFS tell us for the rain, for the weather? NZHK. It's just the Christchurch meter. It's not very helpful. Christchurch is getting 12 knots from the east, but I don't think that's going to be the case out here. I would think we'd land from the south, so we can just probably go straight in when we get there. So I'm just looking at the weather whilst also trying not to crash into these little foothills here. More nose up trim required. Oh yes. Have a bit of fun on this narrow river or creek, I suppose it is. I would like us to do some flying in Fiordland before too much longer. Kaimano Asai is, I think, updating some of his scenery add-ons to combine them in a way that works well on Sim Market, so you can support him and his amazing work by purchasing his add-ons on Sim Market. I'm going to design the flights in Fiordland in such a way that it will work whether you have the add-on or not. So we'll find huts where there's like a open area where you can land in, where we can get 25 helicopters in, which is its own little challenge. But yeah, I'll try and do it so that it works whether you've got the scenery add-on or not, but it'll be enhanced if you do feel like having an excellent scenery creator's work installed. And that'll be in spectacular Fiordland soon. Yeah, always open to ideas for future flights. Oh, look at the pretty lake over there. It's just, which I can't remember the name of and isn't on Navigraph. So that is very lovely. I think this hill here is called Upright Hill or something. Mount Upright. Most mountains are upright before they fall over. But we're going down to the Hokitika River, so you can follow the Styx to get there. So you're all doing the right thing there. Good work, pilots. Beautiful stuff. What a spectacular part of the world to live in, eh? With its 6 meters of rain. Wow. Wow. So there's some satellite buildings which aren't represented with auto-generated buildings. That's rare, and MSFS 2024, which usually picks those things up quite nicely. These ones are okay. So, the town of Hokitika that we're coming up to is, was a gold rush town. Reputed to have been one of the busiest ports in the southern hemisphere in the mid-19th century. Shipping out all the gold they managed to get out of here. Oh yeah. Love the auto-generated rocks. Don't quite love the fact that the river doesn't match up with the scenery. We can see that happening in a few places there. Slightly frustrating phenomenon that they haven't solved yet in 2024, MSFS 2024. Kokatahi. I'm not quite sure where the accent goes on that particular name of this river. We were up in those ranges. How beautiful is that? I can fly backwards looking backwards if I really concentrate. I have to roll the opposite. Oof. Not good for my brain. Well, probably is good for my brain, but it's maybe better for the flight if I actually do it down here. Yeehaw! Ah, Mrs. TPHI got in. Hello. Excellent stuff. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, I think I've timed the trip quite well. I usually try and get it so there's about 2 hours of flying, which generally feels about right. It's a bit harder. I know we lose our European viewers because it gets quite late for you. I'm already getting up at 5 AM to facilitate doing these flights. If you feel like chucking in a little super thanks, I have almost hit my target for doing the explainer video on how to read the power chart so you can hover out of ground effect safely. So I'll just add a little goal in now if I can do that whilst flying at the same time. So I've actually, the smallest goal I can put in is 5, but I'll make the power chart tutorial video start goal. So if you feel like chucking in a couple of bucks as a super thanks, once I hit 5, you'll have that. I'll start making that video. I haven't actually made it yet. So there might be a bit of a small lead time of a week or so. Although I think I'm going to start getting busy with new helicopters coming out, so we'll see how that comes along as well. So your super thanks always go into supporting what we do in this community and making the tutorial content better, getting more out. I appreciate your support of what I'm doing. Had a very generous thank you given on the channel this week. You know who you are. Thank you very much for your support. Very grateful to you for that. Oh, this scenery is just lovely. Tawny, yes, from Greece. Hello. Oh, I don't often hear from people in Greece. You're very welcome. Thank you for your videos. You're welcome. You made me finally find some courage and learn how to fly helicopters in MSFS. That is good news. That is precisely the sort of thing I love to hear. Love hearing people report back that they have felt enabled and empowered by what I try to do on this channel. So thank you for advising me of that. Really glad to know that the videos have helped you out. I'm going to do some very low altitude flying here on the Hokitika to get us back into the town. But maybe not quite that low. Oh, that water effect is lovely. Pull a bit more collective to make it even more exciting. I just need the head tracking here to make this a bit easier. There we go. Yes. Okay, so Tawny, if you're thinking to buy an add-on helicopter in MSFS 2024, I highly recommend this one that we're flying right now, the 500C by Taugs Hangar. I started this video with the 500E from Cowan Simulations, and this one is flying better than that one. So I recommend the Taugs Hangar 500C. Absolutely no reason not to suggest. Sorry, no reason to think that you would not enjoy this helicopter. It's a manual seat of the pants flying. It's a manual helicopter, so therefore it's challenging to fly, right? But it's a fair challenge, and it's a great helicopter to develop your helicopter skills in. So yeah, highly recommend this Taugs Hangar 500C. The first true 2024 native helicopter. Third party, that is, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, mind the bridge. Don't think I'm going to fit under that one. Maybe might have just fit under there. You wouldn't want to take the Chinook through there. Here's the town of Hokitika. Oh, we're almost there. Oh. End of a beautiful flight. I'm going to follow the river right out. Then I'll come back in and find the airfield where it looks like you've all got yourselves there. Still got a few people with me. Crawdad, the highly reliable Crawdad. Wow. The Tasman Sea, if you kept flying in that direction, you'd get to Australia. I suspect you'd run out of fuel in a helicopter. That is lovely. Oh, I'm just going to circle around here just for a moment and enjoy the view. So I'm going to do sort of a left 270 to get myself over to the airport. How great is that? Binky, thank you so much for your support. Very much appreciate that. So we are at 4 out of 5 for the target. Very much appreciate your support. Oh, how beautiful is it out here on the west coast of New Zealand before that storm hits. Or, you know, don't know if it'll really be a storm by the time it gets down here, but it'll still deliver a bit of rain, I would have thought. Thank you, Mr. TPHI. We have hit the target. We've got 5 super thanks combined this week and last week. You people are excellent. You people are kind. I appreciate you. Love the support that you give our flights every week. Week in, week out, we do these silly flights and have a bit of fun and enjoy beautiful scenery. Maybe show off some inappropriate helicopter skills. And I'm just loving what you're all doing for this community. Thank you so much. So now I've got to make that video. Oh dear. So upcoming videos, we'll do the Pimax Crystal Super with the micro OLED display. See how that's going in the helicopters. We'll do that power chart explainer. And then I suspect I might have a couple of reviews to make as well. I was pretty happy with that approach. Much easier in the 500C than the 500E. Oh, look, Rudy Zarzov has again found a roof to land on. Excellent. I'm going to join the pack over here. Oh, look at this tidy parking you people have done over here. That's excellent. Good work, people. I'll come and join the 500 lineup over here next to Crawdad. And who's this down here in front of me in the OH6? Aquastring, hello. Come and join this line over here. Try not to actually land on you. Alright. Next to Crawdad, we'll get a beautiful lineup of 500s and all the other helicopters over here. Looking ahead, cancelling that translational movement, putting the collective down by a millimetre. And that's not a bad landing. Oh, just twisted a bit there on the... There we go. Right, how does that look? Which view do I want? Oh, yes! The lineup... Actually, let me just throttle that engine down. 25, and we'll just pull that breaker there. Cool. And go back to enjoying that view. Oh, yes! Wow, that is a proper 500 fly-in. Look at that. That is so good. That is so good. Oh, beautiful parking, people. Alois, you sort of squeezed in there. I was all very sensible in leaving a big gap there between me and Crawdad, and you've squeezed it in. Oh, that is so great. Oh, I'm going to get a shot with all of the helicopters lined up with the Alps in the background. So we'll zoom in a bit. Get down here first. Oh yeah, Andrew, you've got some you've got a scenery add-on for this airport, right? Okay. Kiwi Flight Sim. I actually haven't seen that one. Is it on the marketplace? Right, how am I going to frame this up? People wandering around on the runway, love it. Love it. That is so good. That is so great. Let's just get this into the screenshots channel on the Discord. That is awesome. Oh, Whisper Dark is very fast in the screenshot channel, I gotta say. Good work. What a sight. All these helicopters lined up. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I'll get one with the name tags as well. Alt 2. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at all the name tags. Not sure, Andrew. They might be on the marketplace. Okay, cool. That's so great. That is so great. So awesome to see everyone enjoying the community and coming and hanging out on a fun and scenic and beautiful flight like this one. I appreciate you all. Let's fast. Okay. Oh, that's fun. That is no kidding. That's fast. I want to come down here. Hot Dog NZ, possibly not part of our flight. Came in for a flight in Hokitika and then found all these people lined up in helicopters. It's probably not what you expected. Oh, I love that. Takeoff run of about 10 feet in the Draco. That's good. So, always open for new ideas. Whoops. For flights. So, you may suggest ideas. I will get round to all of them eventually. There's lots of ideas in the event suggestions channel on the Discord. That's very tight parking there with the Chinook and the MH60. Well, my turbine has definitely had enough time to cool down, so I will get that idle release down. That's at 0. Rotor speed declines. Get those lights off. No, which switch is it? That was off. Whoa. Yeah, that slow profile's a bit nicer. Anti-coals can come off. Well, the generator should have been off already. Gently pull a bit of rotor brake there. Yeah, the sounds are being a bit weird. Oh, thanks Rough Landings for the support there. Very much appreciate that as well. Alois, thank you. Danke. I get you. Oh, from Switzerland. Hello. Schweiz. Good to have you along. Very good to have you along. Oh, what fun. Look at all these 500s. I love how all the 500s have all just gotten to the same spot here. That's that is so good. That is so good. This gentle flight through the... Why don't I just get the chatting view up? That'll be better. There we go. It's always so satisfying just seeing all of these pilots here enjoying this. Last call for questions. Anyone got a helicopter question they want to talk about in the stream? Otherwise, I'll go and have a chat with whoever's left in Discord later on once we wind up the stream. But get your helicopter questions into the text chat right now, and I'll have a go at answering it. What are you looking forward to? Where are you stuck? Where are you blocked at the moment with your helicopters? Good questions from G earlier on about the AB6 and whether, to what extent those vibrations will go through into the actual flight control inputs. Very much like to try force feedback myself, of course, which I've not done with a modern stick yet. Don't know why that sounds cutting in and out. Oh, MSFS. Yeah, sorry I don't have that Hokitika scenery. I actually wasn't aware of it. Otherwise, I might have considered buying it. Good night, JB. Nice to have you along. Thank you. Thank you, reliable participant in our streams and our flights. Jim Bowler, how do you contribute? There's a button called Super Thanks on the live stream. I'm losing my words. On the live stream window in YouTube. And this is the part of the day where Matthew loses the ability to talk. Crawdad, yeah, you thought that was awesome. I thought that was awesome. I thought it was a beautiful flight, actually. I really enjoyed that. Good mix of scenery, and we did some highs, did some lows. A bit of scenery for us to play with and land on and fly under. I always enjoy a bit of that kind of silliness. That saddle landing and looking down into the Orta Gorge, I thought that was just so spectacular up there. That was a real highlight for me, seeing that. Yeah, it might just be called Thanks, actually, Jim Bowler. I think that's what it's called. Magpie lark calling outside. I announce every single bird just in case you can hear it through the stream. Look at the coning on the blades of that S76. Is that the... Which... Sorry, not S76, what is it? The 64. S64? The Sky Crane. Is this the 2024 Sky Crane? Because it's got that weird blade coning. Well, it must be. It's the only Sky Crane I've got. N1 clock. I just don't remember that livery either. Yeah, someone was asking recently why you haven't done any S70... there I go again. Any Sky Crane videos. Maybe I need to have another look at the Sky Crane, yeah? Alright people, I am going to wind up the stream in just a moment. I've already expressed my great gratitude to you all, so you can have a little bit more gratitude from me. Oh, those inviting hills on the horizon there, so beautiful. Mountains, I should say. So lovely. Beautiful New Zealand. Always satisfying flying in New Zealand. We'll do some more flights. Got that Fjordland one. I want to do that one. I'll do that in consultation with Kaimana Wasai once he's got the scenery packs ready to go on SimMarker. I'm just a little bit unclear on what his status is with updating and combining them into new packs. I think he's concerned also with compatibility with other add-on packs, so that's good. Because that'll be really exciting. Fjordland, wow, that's an incredible place to fly. It's even more dramatic than what we had today, so that'll be fun. Maybe we'll go up from Invercargill or something, and then we'll go and have a look at Fjordland, the wild fjords that are even, or yeah, sounds that are even more spectacular, more remote than Milford Sound. Milford Sound's the world-renowned one that you've probably all seen the photos of, but yeah, it's pretty amazing once you get in there. There's Rob as well. I don't think I've said hello to you today, Rob, in your H130. And a nice New Zealand livery there as well. Kudos. All right, people. Thanks so much for joining the stream. It's been great having you along. Appreciate the support. And look forward to catching you on another one real soon. So I'll catch you later. See ya.
What if instead